What's good? It is now coffee time, man. Y'all hit that like button, share the upload, subscribe to me at King Coffee Time on YouTube. We gonna get right up into this, man. This right here, it gotta be said. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all a little game before I get ready to lay it down for the night. I think everybody that's not involved in the war, that's citizens on the land, I think y'all should prepare and be ready. It's a lot of shit going on, you know what I'm saying? And I can only imagine if it do get bad, you know. Everybody be thinking, oh, we this big badass country and all that, but who's to say them people won't team up against us? Who's to say all them countries won't come together, the ones that hate us and come at us? Things can get real bad. And y'all know I talk about a lot of the great books and what they say and all of that. Like, it's said in the Bible, when they done rewrote it enough times to fit time, but yeah, they said they gonna destroy the world in fire, I don't think it's fire caused by God. I think it's gonna be fire caused by other people, human beings. You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit real. I don't look at it as what they say. They say anything and twist it up. But God is a God of righteousness. And first of all, we're going to use that name God because everybody know that name. But that name is in the dictionary. Nobody was here when he created the world. So I always call him or her or whoever it may be, energy, creator of the universe. You can't miss with that name. Remember that. That ain't a man written, made up name, none of that. Creator of the universe. He created this place. He didn't have no help. With nobody around. Why you think you hear all these different stories? They don't know. They don't know. They wasn't even around in numerous days to tell you so. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. But at the same time, a lot of it's fit to fit time. So if y'all paying attention and seeing what's going on outside of this internet, just in real life, like all these countries starting to go to war with each other, taking over land, doing this, right now, the Iranians, they put a bounty on Trump. You know what I'm saying? They threatening Trump. Everybody know Trump not gonna take threats lightly. So that Iranian president thinking Trump won't come get him. Trump, he thinking Trump won't come. Trump just went got a president, and the whole world knew about it. So what makes you think he won't come over there messing with you and you threatening them to? You even worse than the one that he was in Venezuela. You even worse than their president. Because, he talked that small talk, but he got caught up. You talking major talk when you say you gonna, threaten citizens and stuff. I look at it like this, like America already got some of them people over here. Them people working in our plants. Them people working on oil rigs, they working everywhere. In some cases, they in the schoolhouses. You know what I'm saying? For real. And one thing I could say to put y'all on game is make sure you stocked up with some kind of supplies, like any kind of package that you can go on in case of emergency. If you got family members, you need to double up on that package. You know, if it's a lot of y'all, you need to call all your. This how real loved ones work. This how real caring loved ones work. They need to be on the phone with the next. Hey, we gonna start putting aside something in case something go wrong. At least we all can eat for such and such amount of days. Because if it get real like that, y'all gonna wish like hell that you did it. You know, I can see the world in a real chaos behind that. Because so many people not knowing what to do, they just go panic. You don't have everybody not stiff. Everybody can't hold weight. You know what I'm saying? People break down. They go down. They can't hold it. You know what I'm saying? Weight get too heavy for them. They can't hold that amount of weight. You know how you could lift a certain amount of weight? Well, once you get to lifting too much, you can't lift no more of it, right? No matter where you start at. So, that should give you an example right there. So this Iranian president talking noise, you know, he called himself shutting down his airspace, threatening us, you know what I'm saying? They put a bounty on Trump, like I said, you know. I really wish he wouldn't have ever said that because I know Trump, he gonna go after him. Mm-hmm. And he promised, if he do come after him, he promised America or something. You know, so we gotta, you know, make sure the homeland is secure before you go anywhere. You need to get whoever don't supposed to be over here up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them a chance where innocent people is involved in y'all chaos. You know what I'm saying? The chaos that's going on in the world, the chaos that y'all see fit to run. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know, money is the root of all evil. A lot of the great books told y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's involving money, it's the root, you know. Next person feel like they can come up, they gonna come up, you know. Like they go take over turf. It ain't illegal for them to go do it, but when it's done in the neighborhoods and all of that, then it's illegal. They say we put lives in jeopardy. They putting lives in jeopardy too. You know, y'all know coffee time. We gonna keep this shit real. Like all that other stuff, miss me. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep this shit real. So if you smart, you'll put your stuff up and start saving. You know what I'm saying? Start saving. You know, if you care about your family, you know, y'all need to connect, talk, hook up, link, count the heads, how many of the heads in the family, and just go to stacking, putting it to the side just in case of an emergency. You just never know. I'd rather do it than not to do it and feel bad because I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense to you. That's one thing. I ain't gonna give y'all no weak game. I'm gonna give y'all some game. Every time I come on here, that's what I do. You know, plenty of people telling me, you know, keep going, keep going. What they don't know is I've been going. You know what I'm saying? I'm like an energizer. I ain't gonna stop. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. You know, I've been on here doing this. Some of y'all just now seeing me. But I've been on here doing this 6, 7 years, you know what I'm saying, strong. Before that, I had other stuff going, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was one of the, you know, first bloggers, you know, to hit the scene from my area, you know what I'm saying? The first one. I was the first one. To be truthful about it. So You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm gonna keep y'all informed. Anything I hear on that, I'm gonna bring it to y'all and let y'all know. But this the main thing y'all need to know right now. They put a bounty on Trump. The Iranians did. They ain't everybody else we messing with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of other people got things to say. China has something to say. Rocket Man just sitting back waiting. Russia still want to get us too also. You know, all of them in cahoots with each other. You know, don't none of them like us. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, what the citizens got to do with their war, because they won't come to the agreement of whatever they got going. You know, it's getting kind of hectic. I'm telling y'all, pay attention. This shit can get real ugly, real quick. You know what I'm saying? It don't take no time. Y'all think it get ugly in the streets? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Nothing yet. You know, I believe in our country. I believe, you know, I believe that they smart enough to know everything that they doing and know how to protect home at the same time. I believe that. But I also believe this. If so many people against you, they'll plot to take you out. I believe that. I know that to be true in the hood. So I definitely know it can be true worldwide. You know, that's the one thing you gonna catch me speaking is the real. That's all you gonna catch me speaking is the real. You're not gonna catch me speaking nothing that you don't need to hear. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what? Think about this. All these other countries, they got bunkers to go to in case of a war. Where our bunkers at? Where's our bunkers at? I mean, do the citizens of the United States everywhere know where our bunkers are located? Do we have bunkers? Do we have somewhere to run to? Where are we supposed to go? You know, these are the questions that a lot of people need to step up and ask. Now you heard me say you thinking about it. I do know that part. You know what I'm saying? I know that part for sure. I put it on your mind. You know, I'm like this. You live and you die. People say, it's God's timing, it's God's timing. If you born on God's timing and you go naturally on God's timing, that's God's timing. If somebody else take you out, that ain't God. That was the devil's timing that took him out. The person that pulled that trigger was on demon time, devil time, however you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? God be with them, that's for sure. But God is not the reason that that person was gone. God didn't tell that person, pull the trigger. You don't do that. You know, people mislead people all the time. I'm here to correct them. Y'all know that oil and natural gas is worth billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. So you gotta think about it. This is a hard time, and they going to bring it back to the country where it was took from the country. For a a lot of y'all that don't understand the mission, you know. That's what it is. It was a lot took from us right under our noses, and y'all ain't understanding it. Y'all just pointing the fingers. Why this, why that, why this, why that. Everything was unorganized. It needed to be done. I like Donald Trump. You know why? Because he's a man of his word. He told everybody what he was going to do when he got in there. Y'all just ain't listen. He mean business. He mean business. People say, oh, you ride with her and he racial and not. Man, what a lot of these people don't even know is, and y'all can vouch for me, in the Trump Towers, whether it's in New York, one in Vegas, Trump has black people working for him, his organizations. Everything that he got his money into, he has plenty of black people working up under him. Did y'all know that? Y'all just call them racist because of what they stand for. If a person racist and he show it, that's on them. They gotta live with that. They gotta live with that. Don't mean I gotta live with it. But do I like the president for what he's doing for our country? Somewhat, because it need to be done. A lot of these other presidents and stuff, they let them people just, they was paying these people off, paying them off here and there, here and there, here and there. We was in so much of debt. We still in a little bit of debt, but we was in deep debt then. A lot of that had to be brought back to America. And this is one of the ways. This is one of the ways. The only thing I wish they do for America was care about the citizens. Like drop everybody rent back down to normal, house mortgages back down to normal, food back down to normal, gas prices back down to normal, you know what I'm saying, oil back down to normal. Drop that stuff so people can see how y'all got the system built. Let me tell y'all. If a person go to work, I'm saying your average job, not a person that went to school, graduated, got diploma degrees, and all that old fancy stuff. Not that. People that's working a 9 to 5, probably getting paid anywhere from $12, $14, $15 an hour, something like that. You average that out of a month. By the time they pay their bills, pay their car note, their insurance, all their other bills, because there's more to come in some homes, By the time they pay their bills, that money is basically gone, We need the economy back low, where a person can go to work, pay their bills, and have them a savings, put them some money up. Much bills as they pay, they should be able to put that same amount in the savings. You know what I'm saying? Just like the old days. Get it back down, then you're doing something. That's when I really respect Trump or whoever may come along as president and do that. Get that stuff back down. You crashing the economy like that because everything going up but the job pay. You know what I'm saying? Everything going up but the job pay. And to the ones that can't get jobs and they turning down for jobs, guess what they gonna do? On the street streets they go. They going do something on the streets until they get caught up or whatever it may be. And y'all think y'all slick because y'all putting cameras everywhere to get people caught up. So y'all can get them and get more money off of them. I understand what the revolving doors. I understand all of that, you know. But this needs to be corrected. Like, it's people out here that, you know, really going through it. Families having to move together just to pay bills. You know what I'm saying? That's deep right there. That's real deep. That's real deep. It need to be something come along that'll pull families back around each other anyways. Because they got it separated now. Most families ain't even talking to the next family member, which is crazy, stupid. You're a dummy. Blood is blood, no matter what. You can't exclude blood at all. Bloodline is bloodline, whether you like it or not. Think about these times that we living in. Are you that heartless? Are you that heartless that you can't call your loved one and tell your loved one that you love them and that, hey, we might need to put something to the side just in case of emergency? There's all kind of crazy stuff going on. Let's just be safe about it. It ain't gonna be nothing. Let's just be safe about it. We got people up under us and they not thinking like we thinking. We could tell them, but they not gonna actually do it. We need to do it to make sure the family's straight if something go down. This is Free Game from King Coffee